This is a quick tutorial for the Max patch and hardware that we've built for our assignment for interface technologies. So this is the hardware here. It has 3 pots along the front. It has an on-off switch here. It has a sensor in here, and you've got your LED as well, letting you know that you've got power coming to the actual unit itself. Over here we have a joypad. So you've got your up and your down and your left and your right, and you also have an on and off switch here as well. I'll show you what all of that's connected to in 1 second. So if we go over to the patch itself, first of all, up here we have 6 analog inputs, and we're using 2 digitals as well. So basically what I have done is these 2 digital connections, I have an on-off switch connected to them. So if I press this button here, you'll see what happens. That knocks that switch on and off. If we look at the joypad as well, there's a button on that, so if I click that on and off, you'll see over in the patch that it knocks this off and on as well. So we'll actually test it out and see how it works. So first of all, this is the knob for the frequency, the sensor frequency volume. So if I turn that up and then go to the sensor, put my hand over the sensor, it'll change the frequency. So if we just follow it up, you can see that working. Now if I want to turn that off, I can go over here and press this, and that'll knock it off and knock it on again. So I'll just knock it off down here, turn the volume down. Okay, so next up then we have a similar setup, only instead of using a sensor we're using 2 pots. So this one's for the volume and this one's for the frequency. So if I turn this up, it's set to a low frequency at the minute. So here is the volumes for both of these, and if you get a look at that again, so if I turn that up, and then this will turn up the frequency. Okay, and that's set from 70 hertz to 10,000. That's the numbers there. Okay, so we'll turn all of that off for now. So that's the audio side of it. Next we have the video side. We have 2 video inputs here. So basically the one on the left hand side has audio inputs that actually mess around with the visual display itself. So if we go and open this, first of all, it'll give you an idea. You should see me popping up there. And so we'll turn it on, and there I am, and so this should be moving. Yeah, okay, there we are. Now what I'm going to do is go down here and explain what happens next. So we get video in through the camera on the computer itself, and then basically what it does is it sends the information down to this, and this affects the brightness, the contrast, and the saturation. Now we have an input here from an audio source as well, and what that'll do is that'll trigger it triggers the video input, so it does. So that's going from analog input 3, so whatever happens there will determine what happens on the video as well. So if I lock up the patch and give that a go, I think it's the joypad. It is, yeah. So if I move this joypad, that affects the values there now for number 3, for analog input for 3. So if you can see that changing. And if I show you some visuals over here on the other screen, this is what it does. It just changes the visuals. It rotates them. Okay, so that's that. If we start turning up some sounds here as well. Okay, so if we go down and see what happens next. So in this, this changes the vertical and horizontal values of what's going on in the image as well, and that's also hooked up to an audio input, so the audio will determine how many horizontal and vertical lines of video that there is. So that's that. Next then we have rotation, and we have X and Y offsets. Basically what happens is all of this is processed through an analyzer, so it analyzes the red, green and blue data within an image. So this is the image, and that, you know, that obviously has those three values in there, and it'll affect them in different ways. So what it does then is it converts the red, green and blue to MIDI notes, and it goes through this MIDI sequencer or quantizer, and it plays it down here on the synthesizer. So if I turn this on, you can hear the sounds there that it's making. Now if I go up and change a few things here, and I'm going to give you a full screen display of the actual video now here as well, so I'm just going to go over to another screen for that. So this is the video display. At least that's one of them anyway. Now if I move the joypad, it affects the sound, so I'll just give you a demonstration. But it's also affecting the video too. Go the other way. This rotates it. I'm just pressing this down and it rotates the video. Go the other way. So you can have, as you can see, a lot of mad random fun there. That's that one, so we'll just turn that off again. So that's basically what happens when you kind of mess around and bring audio into some of the video inputs as well, and it'll just change everything randomly. So I'm going to stop that one, so I'm going to turn that off and close, and I'm going to try and open this other one now. Sometimes it's a wee bit jittery, but we'll see what happens. So basically this video input has nothing other than what you see on the video itself, so there's no audio manipulating what's going on. So we'll knock it on first of all, and we'll press open, so hopefully this works. There we go. Right. Okay, so just going to turn this down. So on this one you can change the brightness, the contrast and saturation by yourself. So I'm just going to show you the image here as well. Change all of those parameters. We can change horizontals, we can have a load of me in there, and we can have loads of verticals. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get a piece of card, or three pieces of card. They're all different colors. This is blue, this is red, and this is green. So if we look over here at the values of the analyzer, so what this is doing is this is analyzing the red, green and blue colors coming in on this video up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a card in front of the camera to see if it picks up exactly the right color. You know, there'll still be other colors there, but it'll give you an idea. So here is the red card, and I'm going to place this up here now. So there you can see there's more red there now than anything else. Take it down and it goes again, and this affects the sound as well, because this is hooked up to convert color to MIDI, and then from MIDI to actual sound itself. So here's green, and we'll put up green here now and see what happens. So you can clearly see there that green is the most prominent one. There we go, and we'll take it away and the sound will change. It's grand. And try red. Red's usually quite a big one as well. So here's red, and we'll put red up there, and you can see that it's picking up the red as well. So that's just three simple pieces of card just to demonstrate exactly what happens. Now you can use the actual video on the computer as well to change these sounds and make your own sounds. So if I put my hand in front of the video, you know, it slightly changes the sound based on the colours that it's picking up. Now if I bring some more light down here, it'll change it even more. It's just not picking it up too well at the minute. So there's more light now. You can hear the difference there straight away. So yeah, that's more or less everything. You can have everything going at the one time as well. You can have, you know, this synthesizer and that video input and the other synthesizer going. Then you can have your sensor going and the other synthesizer as well. So this is what it looks like when everything is going. This is the video. And then to turn everything off, that's one off, that's two off, and then basically you turn everything else off in the patch. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoy.